Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite drugstore brushes. These are brushes that you can buy at Target, Walmart, any drugstore, or Ulta. They're all very affordable. So I can't believe, first of all, I can't believe that it's taking me this long to record this video. I love affordable brushes. I use them regularly in my tutorials and in my videos, and I've spoken about them also in my favorites. So I really have no idea, but let's get started with the video. The very first brush that I absolutely love is a Real Technique brush. I think Real Technique does brushes so well, and this one is one of my favorite Real Technique brushes. This is the Expert Face Brush, which has kind of like a paddle shape, but it's very thick and dense, as you can see right here. So this brush is great for applying foundation. Since it's really dense, you can buff in your foundation. You can also use this for mineral foundation. I don't really like the shape. I prefer just the buffing brush for mineral foundation, but you could use this for liquid, cream, or mineral foundation, and all you have to do to apply your foundation would be just doing little circular strokes all over your face. This just gives you a very flawless finish. It is super affordable. I believe it's $8 or $9. I believe I've had this brush for around 5 years now, and it's still going strong, so I highly recommend the Expert Face Brush. Another brand that does affordable brushes really well is e.l.f. Especially the e.l.f. Studio range is incredible, and this one's one of my favorite brushes. This is the angled blush brush, but I like using this just to contour because since it is an angled brush and it's not too dense compared to other ones, it just gives you a nice chiseled look. And I do have something that's very similar to this that's from the It Cosmetics or Ulta brushes. I believe it's from the Luxe range, so it's like $30. This is like $3 and it does the exact same job. I actually prefer this one over the It Cosmetics one. It's just great. You can also use it for blush as the name suggests, but I like using it for bronzer or contour because it fits right there so well. And these are incredibly soft brushes. They're all synthetic fibers, so they clean well, they hold their shape really well, and they're so affordable. Talking about e.l.f. brushes, I really love these two. I'm going to consider them just one because I use both of them to pinpoint conceal. So I have the e.l.f. Small Smudge Brush, which is this one that I used in my recent video, and then I also have the e.l.f. Professional Concealer Brush. This one is $1. It's a little bit bigger than the Small Smudge Brush, but both of these brushes are amazing at just concealing small areas of your face that where you're not applying like a really thick layer of concealer. So I love them for that. This one is $1. This one I believe is $3, but they do such a great job, and these ones are so multitasking. You can use them to apply eyeshadow in the lower lash line. You can also use them to apply lipstick. I believe this one could also work as an eyeliner brush just because they're so thin, so you can get a really nice line. So they're very multi-purpose, but I personally love them to pinpoint conceal. One of my all-time favorite brushes that I use nearly on a daily basis is the ECOTOOLS bronzer brush, and the reason why I really love this brush is because it applies a setting powder so well. So all I do is just press the powder all over my face, and I feel like I don't move my foundation around, I don't move my concealer around, and this is just so soft and big as well. So it's big, it's dense. Of course you can use it for bronzer, you can even use this for a little bit of blush or just like blending out everything. So this is just incredible, and this is, like I said, really soft. ECOTOOLS is cruelty free. They use synthetic fibers. It has a really nice and substantial like handle. It just feels good to hold. It's not too light, it's not too heavy. So this one's one of my all-time favorites, but I especially love this just to set powder all over my face. Another brush that I've used a lot in this channel is the Real Techniques Cheek Brush. This was part of the NYX Picks little range. This is my all-time favorite blush brush. I love the shape of it. It's kind of, once again, like a paddle shape, and it's not too dense. And I love using this with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting blushes because I feel like it picks up the right amount of powder and just blends it out so effortlessly, and so just kind of like, it looks really natural and airbrushed. So I really love this. Once again, this was part of a set that was limited edition, but I believe there might be more of these sets available, or it might be in another set. But this is an incredible blush brush. I highly recommend it. Another multi-purpose brush that I absolutely love is the ECOTOOLS fan brush, which is a lot thicker than a regular fan brush, as you can see. The reason why I love this one is because you can use it for bronzer, you can use it for blush, you can use it to highlight. So it's very multi-purpose and it just fits right there so perfectly. I used to use this a lot for blush, so to apply my Tarte Amazonian clay blushes. It would just deposit the right amount of product. The way I would use this for blush would be just laying it on the side so you get more of the surface area. If I wanted to use this for highlight, I would just kind of use it like this. So just getting the top portion, but this is just so soft once again and so multi-purpose. So I would highly recommend this brush if you want a multi-purpose cheek brush. Now, if you're a fan of cream, liquid, or gel blushes, this is the brush that you need in your life, and it's only $3. It's by e.l.f. Studio. This is the small stipple brush. If you've been following my channel for a long time, then you know I love this. I love this brush. I was gonna say blush. It's just so hard. I love this brush. I even made a little song on how to apply cream blushes called Stipple, 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 Swirl, Swirl, Swirl. That's really all you have to do to apply a cream, liquid, or gel blush. You just stipple it and then you just swirl to blend it all out. And this is just the perfect brush to do that. I love it. I recommend it a lot. I even purchased 3 of these because I'm that obsessed with this brush, and I highly recommend it. You can also use this for cream highlights since it's so small. You can use it right here. You could use it to apply maybe a cream contour right here. So once again, this one is a very multi-purpose brush and so affordable, so I highly recommend it. A brush that I really love for concealer is the Real Techniques setting brush, and this once again is a very multi-purpose brush. That's one of the things I look for when I buy brushes. I want to be able to use it in more than one way. So the way I use this is to just blend out concealer, so I apply just my liquid or cream concealer and just blend it all out, and I find that it doesn't leave any streak marks. It just blends everything very seamlessly. I also have another one, so I have 2 of these. I have another one just to set the concealer area, so I grab my ambient lighting powder or another setting powder and just apply powder on this area. Since it's very small, this fits into the crevices really well, so you can set those areas. You can also set just specific areas of your face, so if you just want to set your T-zone, you can do that. Another way you can use this brush is to apply highlight, so you can apply highlight right here. You can also use this as a huge eyeshadow brush if you really want to, just to apply like one shade all over the eyelid. You could do that. Another way you could use this if you really wanted to is to contour, but this one is really small. But if you have a really small face, then this might work for contouring, but you could do that as well. So I love this brush. Once again, it is super soft. This one you can buy individually, so you can go to Ulta, Kohl's, anywhere where they sell Real Techniques and purchase this by itself. So I highly recommend it. Now for eyeshadow, these are my favorite eyeshadow brushes to just lay on eyeshadow on the mobile eyelid area. They're both from e.l.f. so they're once again in the same category. This is the e.l.f. Professional Eyeshadow Brush, so it looks like this. This one's the e.l.f. Studio Professional Eyeshadow Brush. I believe it's also called the Eyeshadow C Brush, which is basically the same thing. They're all paddle-shaped brushes, which are really great to just apply eyeshadow all over the eyelid area. They're not necessarily the best for blending purposes, but just for laying down product on your eyelid area, these are absolutely great, and I don't feel the need to purchase something more expensive to do that job because these do it so well. You could also use these on the lower lash line just to smudge eyeshadow, and if you really wanted to, you could highlight or contour your nose with these. So these are absolutely amazing. You can spend $3 or $1. They do exactly the same job. And the last brushes that I want to share with you are the SONIA KASHUK eyeshadow blending brushes. I believe that she has the best eyeshadow blending brushes in the market. I just love them, and I have 3 of them right here. All of them are really old. This one, I believe I bought it maybe 7 years ago, and it still works perfectly. It's still soft. It hasn't shed. It's just perfect, and they don't sell this one anymore because it's that old. Then I also have the 109 brush, which now looks differently. Now it has dual fibers, but still a great blending brush. And then I have this one, which is from their more expensive range, but still quite affordable. And this one, I have no idea what it's called or the number or anything, because this one, once again, is so old. So any of the SONIA KASHUK eyeshadow blending brushes are incredible. All of them are very, very soft. You can get something that's a little bit bigger like this one, the 109 brush, and just blend things out. You can get something that's a little bit more tapered like this one to just deposit color on the crease. So you get a lot of options, and these are just such great quality. Like I said, I've had this nearly for 7 or 8 years. I started watching YouTube videos, and that's how I discovered this brush. So it's been a while. It's been a while, and I've used this and washed this so many times, and it's still one of my favorite brushes. So I highly recommend these just for blending purposes or just depositing color on the crease. So that's it for this video. Please let me know if you have any questions about any of the brushes in the comments below. I will also be listing all the brushes that I talked about in this video in the information bar, except for these ones just because they are old. So I will be listing some of the newer SONIA KASHUK eyeshadow blending brushes in the information bar below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're brand new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe by clicking right over here. And I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye! The first product that I want to talk about is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I have the color medium. I would say medium is more of a light, and the light shade is more of a porcelain. So the shades are